Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. City Skylines, my friend Julia Child here, is going to make perfect sense as we go along. Oh boy. So this is where we left the city the last time I uploaded a video. And we were having issues with abandonment and not enough workers in my forestry. Off and on in ore and farming just kept chugging along. It never really upgraded or did anything in particular, but it never complained either. I wanted to go in and just work on this city as long as I could take it to make it beautiful and thriving and prosperous. So you'll notice I added a whole nother district between ore and forestry. Oh boy. I included offices and upgraded commercial and residential. I reworked this area here to make it a little bit more spiffy looking. More, I don't want to say high class because that's probably going to upset someone. But that's what I mean. Old, established, and on a slightly wealthy side. I extended my forestry. I redid the roads. I redid the bus lines. I've kept my metro. I did make a return loop. So I had it going in one direction and then in the opposite direction. My bus routes, I thought I'd finally got those down. I was very happy with them. And you will notice we are losing people like mad. And I'm losing money like mad. We are not making money anymore. And no one's coming into my city. No one's coming into my city. They're coming in and leaving. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Because I spent the whole day working on the city itself. I even added a university. I don't know if I mentioned that. And because I had the university, I thought, well, maybe now I can start adding offices and the higher end commercial and residential. So that's how I reworked here. And then on the new subdivision, I made it half and half, but more low density so that they would work in forestry, which kept constantly telling me there's nobody working here. There's nobody working here. So at this point, I'm like, what? Why? If I had paid more attention to why people weren't coming in, the common sense thing to do, things might have turned out a little bit better. But at this point, I'm like, well, nobody's coming in, but why? It's not growing. I also was not paying attention to the money. If you'll notice that, it is plummeting. Our poop soup is still there. We had added those thingies that were supposed to clean the water, and it never did work. So this is my whole new area here, and I thought this is what I did. I destroyed my city by maybe building up too quickly. I don't know. But the industry, especially in ore, almost every single building in ore was saying, we're not getting any of our goods. Nobody's delivering any goods. And then commercial started saying, we're not getting anything delivered. And then my industries in forestry were saying, nobody's working here. We need employees. We need employees. And then this whole side of the city just ran away. And I'm like, what is going on? I honestly thought I had just too quickly expanded my city. But in the back of my head, I'm like, that can't be right. Sure, there are some downsides to upgrading your city a little quickly, but not to this extent. And all the while, I'm completely ignoring the fact that nobody's coming into my city. Nobody. So I'm thinking, all right, fine, I'll get rid of this heavy-duty commercial and I'll get rid of the heavy-duty residential. Will that make you happy? Oh my goodness. Dumb me. But, oh, it's not funny. It's kind of sad, but this is so typical. When I get in a zone, it's very difficult for my brain to switch from one task to another. It's like, no, I'm still in build mode here, and I must have done something wrong in build mode. What can I do to fix build mode? Was it a good idea to put the university in? Well, of course it is. Why is everybody leaving me? I automatically assumed that these higher end buildings just didn't want to be here yet. So I started getting rid of them. And I didn't notice anything else. And my money is just, oh my gosh. We went from, what was it? Over 4 million in money. And I believe we're up to 17-something thousand population. And while I was doing all this work, just 6,000 people, 5,000 people, 4,000 people. Oh my gosh. I did add one of those solar power plants. I don't know that it was necessary, but I really wanted to show you so much advancement in my city. I wanted to show you that I had gone on with the higher end buildings with the plan of coming into the next video working on parks and expanding in another direction, maybe going for the oil, because this video series was all about the industries, the vanilla industries, because remember, I have no DLC, and at this point in the video I didn't even have mods. And I was curious about the industries, if they were a payout or just aesthetically pleasing to the eye in the game, you know? Oh boy. So I'm getting rid of most of what I added on this side. I really like the way this came out. I'm not a fan of grids, you guys know that. But for this particular video, I figured the grid would work best for industries if all of the houses were near enough. So I'm undoing a majority of the things that I spent the whole day working on, hoping that might fix things. It's not funny. I know it's not funny. I just was... okay. Yeah. Bankruptcy. And it was at that point I'm like, okay, this is serious. This is serious. What happened? Oh my gosh. Horrible. This is a very real sinking feeling, even though it's not real at all. But when that comes up, it kind of takes you by surprise. It's like, excuse me, I had $4 million and now I have nothing. Now I'm in the hole $4 million. Yeah, we're not even getting fuel to power the city. The only good thing that came out of this is that the poop soup started clearing up because nobody was pooping anymore. There was nobody here to poop. Eesh. So again, I'm looking and I'm noticing, yeah, okay, nobody's coming in here. Why? Where are all my people? What is... I did the BIFA thing where 3 lanes, 1 goes off, go down to 2. But I had done that a long time ago. But I'm not blaming BIFA for this. I never saw that. all 4 of those lanes are reverting all the way back around, like a big U-turn. So what do? I delete the road. I don't have any money. It's over. Bye-bye, Rainville. Hey, it was fun while it lasted, though. I mean, I set out to improve my skills, which I think I did. I know this video is not proof of it. I also learned a lot about vanilla industry, but I especially learned about poop soup. See, it's almost gone. Yay. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Like the video if you did, and subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.